Don't freak out. Don't be stupid. Think your way through your decisions. Welcome back, everybody. If you're new, my name's Nicholas, and this is Investing Against the Grain. Listen, it's been a crazy 3 weeks. We have sold off like crazy. Don't panic. Don't make rash decisions. Don't all of a sudden become day traders trying to time a bottom or trying to get out because you think it's going to go down so much more. This is why we are long-term investors, and everybody needs to just take a step back, take a deep breath, and relax. It's going to be okay. This is actually a gift. This is Christmas coming early for all of us. What do I mean by that? Well, you're going to have to stick around to find out. In today's video, we're going to talk about why you should not be freaking out and why you need to think rationally. We're also going to take a look at Elon Musk's continued selling and what that means for us on the bigger picture, mainly for the rest of the year. So before we get into it, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ring that bell, relax, it's going to be okay, and let's get into it. This morning, we're going to start off with CNBC. Let's jump in here. So as you can tell, everything, all the major indices are just red, right? Flat out red. We can see there's a lot of panicking going on, but here's something interesting that you don't see too often where the mainstream media is actually giving good advice. Big wealth investors are likely to put money to work in stocks after amassing record levels of cash. And then also here we can see Biden signs debt ceiling increase, preventing first ever U.S. default. So that's good news. And then there's also other stuff that haven't been talked about here. For example, the Build Back Better plan. Yeah, that's not happening this year. As we predicted, it's going to get pushed off to 2022. So why am I showing you this? Well, I'm showing you this because it's important for you to understand that just because things are red, just because we've had a very, horrific, bloody looking 3 weeks, it does not mean that you should be selling what you have. Again, the whole point of this channel is to think about the long term. We're long-term investors. We're not day traders. We're not trying to time the market, right? That's a fool's errand, right? If you think you can catch a falling knife, you're wrong. If you think you can time the top, you're wrong. You just can't. If anybody could do this, then we would see a lot of millionaires, a lot of billionaires out there just from investing in this manner, but we don't. All right, the main billionaires we see, the Warren Buffetts of the world, the Charlie Mungers, right? They are long-term investors. So here's my message to you. This is a gift. You were getting a gift. All those times where you saw Tesla at 1,100, 1,200, all those times you saw it at crazy highs and you're sitting there thinking, man, I missed out. I missed buying Tesla. This is your opportunity. This is when you buy. If you are unsure about it and you're hesitant, you feel emotional and you're just scared about losing your money, listen to me. This is the difference between people who amass wealth and get to a place at a very young age or just in general get to a wealthy status versus the people who stay mediocre, okay? If mediocrity is what you want, that's fine. I get it. Sometimes our fear gets the best of us and, some people just aren't willing to deal with that stomach-wrenching feeling. However, this is me telling you, none of this is investment advice, okay? So let me just level set there. It's not investment advice. I'm just an engineer giving you my 2 cents, my opinion, my thoughts. But if my kids were to ask me what they should do right now, I'd be telling them this is when you buy. This is the time to buy. When everybody's scared, when there's blood in the streets, as we can tell, everything's red, that's when you buy. That's when you get into things. Doesn't mean that you're going to be right immediately. Doesn't mean that you're going to make a profit off it immediately, but we don't care about that. What we care about is dollar cost averaging. What we care about is the long term. Listen, if you were just going to put money to work for the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, then don't listen to me. All right? Then I'm not the person you should be listening to. You should be talking to somebody else. However, if you want to invest and you want, for me, for example, Tesla, right? You all know I'm all in on Tesla. Tesla is the company I'm invested in. Investing against the grain is about finding 1 or 2 companies that you truly believe in and putting all of your money into those companies because they're your companies. I don't want a backup plan. I want to go for the A players. I want to go for the MVP. And to me, Tesla is the MVP. There's no other company. And the truth is, 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, am I going to care about this? No, I'm not going to give two whatever about this. Tesla is going to be higher. I know it is. I have my models. I can't predict the future, but again, I'm betting with my investments. I'm betting with my thesis. I'm betting with this video, right? You can all call me out. I'm telling you, in a year from now, in 5 years from now, Tesla will be higher than where it is now. Nothing has changed. Nothing. The only thing that's changed is the stock price. Does Tesla still have crazy amount of demand? Yes. Is Tesla still about to deliver a record quarter? Yes. Is Tesla about to open up 2 new factories? Yes. Is Tesla still the leader in FSD and that's getting better and better every 2 weeks? Yes. Is Elon Musk still the best entrepreneur in the world? Yes. Right? Nothing has changed with Tesla. Nothing has changed with Elon Musk. Nothing. The only thing that's changed is the stock price. So with that said, please take a measured approach. If you're scared, I understand. But I'm telling you right now, this is the difference between people who make real long-term wealth decisions versus the people who don't. You got to set your emotions to the side. You got to think logically. Right now, everything's at a discount. Everything. It might go down more, but what will be even worse is if it goes up and you did not take the time to dollar cost average, right? In that case, you'll be missing out twice, on the downside and on the upside. All right. Hopefully you guys are resonating with this. Hopefully this is something that, can maybe bring some rationality to what's going on. Everything's crazy right now. I mean, I myself have put over $100,000 to work, with all this going on, and I'm probably going to put some more money to work today. But the reason is I believe in the future. And if you believe in the future, then this might be a good time for you to as well put some money to work. All right, with that said, let's jump into Elon Musk selling of his 10% that he promised via the Twitter poll. Let's take a look at where we stand now. We're back into my model here, and we can see what Elon has been doing as far as selling his 10%. So just to level set for anybody who hasn't seen this, we are assuming that Elon's going to sell 17 million shares as far as his 10%. Now, this 10% could look many different ways. It might be 25 million, it might be 22.5, but it seems on the whole consensus believes that's going to be 17 million. So that's what we're sticking with here. And as you can see here, he sold again yesterday. Well, today I'm realizing it, so I guess I should probably put this up here instead of for today. But either way, I'll fix that later. The point is he sold another 934,000. He exercised another 2 million. And now we have an aggregate sold of 12.9 million. And so what does that leave us with? Well, that leaves us at 76% of the way through for this 10% sold, this 17 million to be sold by Elon. And what's interesting is that up until yesterday, Elon had pretty much been selling these lots, these 934 million, and exercising about 2 million. He's been doing this. Look at that. Found another mistake. I didn't put the amount here. I'll have to take care of this later. But he'd been doing this once a week. All right. So you can see here, he's been doing it once a week. Here's another week. Here's another week. And so there's pretty much been once a week for quite some time now, besides when he initially went ahead and started selling. What this indicates to me is that it really seems like Elon is trying to finish this selling before the end of the year. And so for that to be true, we're going to need at least 4 more times selling. And the reason why this really is indication of this is because this week he has sold twice. All right. So once was on the 13th and once was on the 16th. I just have it labeled as the 17th. So that's twice this week. So there's 4 left, and there's about 2 weeks left to go in 2021. So what would that look like if he sold the remaining 4 lots? So here we can see 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll take this. We'll extrapolate this to 4 times. And if we look at the percent, that would put us over 100%. Well, let me actually do this. We went one too many. There we go. That would put us at 98%. So we essentially have 4 more lots to sell, assuming the 17 million. And again, I'm pretty sure it's going to be 17 million. It seems where we're at. But the big point of this is that we're getting closer to Elon finished selling, which means people are going to start coming back in, right? A lot of these portfolio managers are staying away until Elon finishes selling. However, I do have a feeling that some of them are going to start trying to front run this, knowing that Elon's going to sell, knowing that it's going to probably happen, it would be completed all this by the end of the year. I think portfolio managers are going to try to start getting in here before everybody else realizes this and everybody else tries to do the same thing, right? They're going to try to get some kind of advantage. A lot of portfolio managers are trying to stay out of this. They don't want to, deal with the hedge funds swing trading these up and down because it's very obvious when Elon's selling. I mean, we all saw it yesterday. I mean, the first thought when I saw kind of just that ladder straight down of just red candles, I was thinking immediately Elon's selling. Like this is part of the sell. So it's becoming pretty obvious, becoming pretty predictable. But it definitely seems like we're going to be done before 2022, which is very bullish. And also keep in mind, we have 2 factories that are supposed to be opening before the end of the year. So we still don't have that news. We've got Q4 coming up, right? We're going to have the delivery numbers for that. That should be pretty massive. That should be about 270,000 is what I'm estimating. So we have a lot of good news to come, right? All those catalysts I talked about at the beginning of December, we haven't even had them yet, right? They're all slowly getting closer and closer together, all compiling. So I think there's a lot of good news to come. With that said, we're going to leave it there. I hope you guys take a measured approach, right? Don't let 3 weeks stress you out. Don't let 3 weeks of seeing your portfolio go down dictate any kind of sell action you're doing, right? You don't lose money unless you actually sell. You don't realize any gains unless you actually sell. So relax. You wouldn't sell your house just because your home value went down 20%. You wouldn't. Don't treat your portfolio any differently than you would your house. With that said, I want to leave it there. Please enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your loved ones. Take the time to appreciate the weekend for what it is, a time to decompress, to get away from all the noise, all the media, and just enjoy nature, enjoy all the good things you have in your life. I love you all. Thank you for watching. Peace.